Hey, this is your girl, Betty Bangs and Glasses. I'm doing this eyeshadow look, so if you're interested, stay tuned and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so let's get started. Really quick, first step is you're going to need some tape just to kind of make sure the line is pretty even. As you can tell with this one, line goes straight, there's no smudging out. So it's easier for me, it kind of just gives me a nice little guide to go with. Okay, so let's line it up to where your eyebrows naturally end. And mine are really kind of skinny, so that's basically where the end is going to be. So tape goes here, the line all the way here. Sorry, this is invisible tape, so you obviously can't see it. You can see a little bit of the shine off there. Okay, so first step is a primer. And I already went ahead and added my primer and everything. The primer I use is the Urban Decay. This is the Eden. I like this one because on the packaging it said cruelty free, so that was kind of a plus for me. And usually the way I apply this is I put it on like the back of my hand, and then I use a little brush to kind of take it off, and then just kind of place it everywhere. And this is a little Ecos tool brush that I happen to love. Okay, so and for this look I'm using really mainly just one palette, but two eyeshadows out of another one, but they're going to be from the Coastal Scents palettes, and I'm using the Warm palette and the Metal Mania palette. So, but really you can use kind of any colors, really it doesn't have to be from those palettes exactly. I'll go ahead and give you a description of what the colors I'm using. This is just kind of what I have, so what I'm using. So I'm going to go into the the Warm palette. I'm sorry, my voice is kind of going away a little bit. I'm getting kind of sick. Oof, I don't want to get sick. Okay, so your first step is the first kind of color we're going to add all over the lid. And okay, if you're looking at the whole palette, you're going to go to row 2, so 1, 2, and then go down 1, 2, 3. And this third color right there is what we're going to use. Stab it a couple times. We're going to actually pack on a pretty good amount of it, and I'm just using an e.l.f. shadow brush. Okay, and this color is kind of like a sheer, really light kind of gray base. It just kind of looks like a gray white. It's not a pure white, it's not a strong gray, it's just kind of like a light gray color, really. So again, and the reason you kind of want to pack it in is because, like I said, it's kind of a light color. It's really just to give it a little bit of shine. As you can tell, there's a little bit of like shimmer on my eyelid. So we're just kind of wanting that shine and a little bit of like that gray undertone, not necessarily a strong gray, because you don't want to look sick or dead. And okay, so after that, I'm going to go in with an angled brush. And this is from e.l.f. too. And I'm going to go in, okay, so we're looking at the palette again, using the same, over here, these gray tones over here. You're going to go to the second row, so 1, 2, and you're going to go up 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so this third color and the one right below it, so the 1 and the 2, we're going to go ahead and dab our brush into those colors, and make sure you, however many times you kind of dab into it, to do the same on the other one, because you want like an even distribution of those colors. And oh man, my nail just scratched up against one of the other colors. Okay, so and what we're going to do with this one is we want a strong kind of like V like shade. You see how on this side I kind of have like a lot of like darker kind of colors right here on this V, outer V. We're going to go ahead and create an outline and start that V shape. So, and that's why I like the angled brush, because I feel like it just kind of does that really easily for you. Just drop it on your eye and just do that swiper, cut it back and forth motion. And when you turn it to the side and you look at it, you're going to see that it does like that V for you. So make sure when you're looking at it sideways that it's kind of like a nice round shape. There's no like harsh edges, and it looks like it's going in a nice kind of round angle. And you don't necessarily want so much here next to your duck, but you want to make sure it's kind of pointing. You see how it's pointing towards that direction. So swiper motions. Okay. And really quick description of these colors. Blue gray. So we're doing the blue gray, and this one, actually, to be honest, it kind of has like a little bit of like a taupey undertone. So it's like a taupey kind of gray, and this one's a blue kind of gray, and they're both shimmery as well. The one right under this like orangey color. Again, just for the 1, 2, 3, 4. And what we're going to do is we're going to add this right on the line of the blue. Not so much necessarily on the crease right here, but just kind of softening the line with like kind of a neutral brown. So we're just going to swipe over it as well, and then also do little circular kind of motions. Last, we're going to go in with a kind of domed brush. This one is a Japanese, I guess that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. The 232. And what we're going to do is we're going to go in to this one, the color all the way on the corner. And this is kind of a shimmery black. Dab that one in a couple times as well. You see? Okay. Dab it in again, and add a little bit more on the outer corner, and then connect that V. So we're going to drop it down to the lashes a little bit, making that kind of V where it starts here. Oh, sorry. It starts here, and you go in, come back, and then just down a little bit. And don't worry about getting too much on this corner. We really just want more up here. But we're just going to go down a little bit just to make sure we kind of connect it all in. And we could always just kind of, if you're having issues, just kind of swirl right there in that corner, and that kind of creates a little bit of a blending in to the color right there. So now what we're going to do is we kind of wanted to blend nice with the other colors, and we want more dimension. So we're going to go back in with those two grays that we brought the last time, this one and this one. This one and this one. Not too much really. And we're going to just kind of go over a little bit. Just kind of add more color. And we're going to go back in with that blending brush, and we're going to go into the brown again. Probably want a little bit more brown than those two great colors we combined. You're going to go over it again. Again, circular motions. Make sure it's blended really nicely. And again, lastly, you're going to go back into that corner dark color. And really, you could stop here if you don't necessarily want it so dark, but if you want to add a little bit more darkness, the way this one is, go into the crease again. And pack in that darker color. And concentrate it just in the corners right here. We're going to go ahead with the highlight color. And for this one, I am using, did I move it? Okay. A little eyeshadow, an eyeshadow brush, and this one's a little bit skinnier and skinnier and like thinner than the e.l.f. one. This one is the regular eyeshadow brush. This is from Bare Essentials. And we're gonna go in with this, with this second color right here. And this is just kind of like a white, this is kind of just a white, with a little bit of like a pinkish undertone. So the way I usually do it is I kind of sometimes do a little bit of like a harsher line at the top, a little bit more, connect up the bottom. Once I've done that, I'll turn it, starting here, and now we're gonna go into the Metal Mania. Okay, and for the Metal Mania, we're just gonna combine two colors for the little inner duct. So if you're looking at it, we're gonna go into this color, one, and then this color right here. So and you just place it right here. And you can go up a little bit to blend it in, and out a little bit to blend it in. Really, you just kind of want this general area. And the brush I'm using is another little e.l.f. brush. So now I'm going to go ahead and add some eyeliner. And I'm using the Estee Lauder's Double Wear Stay in Place eyeliner. Stay in place. This is in the color Onyx 1. So now I'm going to go ahead and take off the tape. Bam! Look how pretty that is. I love the way it looks when you use tape. I just feel like it blends in so nicely. And then what you want to do is to go ahead and blend that kind of harsh line. Is use a blending brush. This is just a little blending brush from e.l.f. I got it at Target. That was really pretty. It's shiny. I'm going to go ahead and add mascara, and I'm just using the Lash Blast Volume, the orange one. This is the look. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I hope you guys try it. Let me know if you guys went ahead and tried it and how it came out. Also, if you're interested in what I'm wearing, I did do a separate outfit of the day video really quick just so you can kind of see what it is I'm wearing. And I'll put a link below for that as well.